Okay, here's an interesting little bit. Everyone reads Ezekiel 38, 39. I take it that you have. You certainly should have. But what about 35, for instance, 36, 37? 37 being the one before the 38 and 39, which everyone reads. Underline 38 and 39 a long time ago. I know you've done it as well. But 35 and verse 13 is really interesting. And it's talking about the people kind of in the south beneath Israel. I'm not entirely sure how it all fits together. I think 38 and 39 are certainly for what is kind of just around the corner, like one of the main pinnacles of history towards its culmination. There you go. Write that down. It's quite a good little saying. Can you write that down for me? One of the pinnacles, one of the main pinnacles of history before its consummation, before it's all rolled up, and it does all get rolled up. And there's this little phrase here, and it's the last four words that have jumped out in the New King James Version, which is kind of an easier to understand version rather than the King James Version, the Authorized Version. And in chapter 35, verse 13, I guess you've read it already, you know it already, but I'll just read it just to remind us. God says concerning those who've looked with envy and anger, actually a hatred towards Israel, and it seems to be directed towards a particular group, kind of in the south, really. It's a bit difficult to get hold of exactly who it is, but I don't want to be wearing their shoes. God says, thus with your mouth you have boasted against me and multiplied your words against me. There's been a lot of anger and hatred towards God and towards his people, his particular people. That be begins with I and rhymes with Israel. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, so I'll read that a little bit again, and then those last four words. Oh, did you hear that crick? Crick, click. Thus, with your mouth you have boasted against me and multiplied your words against me. Don't do that. And I've heard them. And I've heard them. God says, I've heard them. That would be a problem, but it's not my problem. But it is the problem of those who've boasted angrily and with full of envy against the God of Israel and against God's people, the people of Israel. God has heard and he's taken note and he's going to do something.